Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Have but one objective.
Honey, can you turn that down?
Ladies,
Honey, can you turn it down?
ever feel like your house is shaking every time your husband watches TV?
What?
Honey, can you turn it down?
That's not surround sound. That's hearing loss. Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius can help. With expert hearing tests and top-quality hearing aids, you can finally enjoy your TV without shaking the whole neighborhood. Visit nchearing.com to schedule your free hearing test today. That's nchearing.com.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Good morning and welcome to Heart Mooresville, your small town radio show with a big heart. I'm your host, Christine Patterson, bringing you all the exciting Mooresville news and happenings. Please welcome my guest co-host, Mr. Sean Owens.
Good morning.
And Miss Alyssa Anderson.
Good morning.
Sean and Alyssa are from the Experience and Engagement team with the town of Mooresville. They bring all the magic to our downtown area.
Yep.
Big events. We got a lot coming up that we're going to talk about in a couple minutes. But I also want to introduce our wonderful guest that we have in the studio today, Miss Victoria Patterson of Patterson Farms.
Yay.
Thank you. So honored to be here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I love Patterson Farms. I'm going to say that my husband, this is like a tradition that he started with our daughter, that they go do strawberry picking every year.
Oh, I love
I
that.
know.
That's so sweet.
When she was little, and she'd bring home her basket of strawberries, and she was so excited.
Oh.
So we're going to talk about that,
Great.
what you guys do, and all the things, because it's so much more than just picking strawberries. But before we do, we like to keep our listeners informed within the news. It's National Library Week, guys.
Love it.
National Library Week, April 19th through 25th. It's a time to celebrate the many ways that libraries bring people together. They spark imagination, support lifelong learning, and we have some great Iredell County libraries. Now, in Iredell County, the actual public library, there's some pretty unique programs that they have. Definitely check it out. They have some day stuff for, the littles, kind of like mommy and me, crafty type things to keep those kids busy during the day. And then they also have some evening programs for a little bit older kids. They've got free Wi-Fi, so if you just need some Wi-Fi, go sit at the library. They've got digital collections that you can explore right from home. They've got STEM and STEAM programs for kids, so much. So I encourage everyone to always check out the resources that libraries have. And then our own Mooresville Public Library, again, has all of those great resources. And they're doing something special for Library Week. They are doing a fiber arts display.
Ooh.
This sounded fun. I wasn't actually sure what it was when they first told me about it, but it's also in celebration of America 250. So the theme is Find Your Joy, and it's an exhibit that features handcrafted items by library staff, which I love.
Cute.
So it gives staff an opportunity. And they're going to be on display in the Williams Wing at the main library during the whole month of April. Again, in celebration of America 250, but also National Library Week. Mm-hmm. And these items that they're handcrafting are really to highlight the skills that, we have learned through generations, like crochet, knitting, cross-stitch, embroidery, quilting, needle felting.
All the things I just did this past weekend.
Exactly. Because you're a crocheter, right?
Crocheter, yeah.
And, it kind of has a tie to our own Mooresville roots, too, because of our textile industry, the mill.
Mm-hmm.
So, check it out. Go head over to Mooresville Public Library.
Yeah, I think it's by appointment. You can even meet some of the staff with archives that they've been pulling out. But even if you don't have an appointment, they're going to welcome you in.
Yep.
And happy to show you around. It's some pretty cool stuff they got up there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I also want to talk about Mooresville Arts. So we have a wonderful artist guild that is located in downtown Mooresville. At the old depot, so historic building, beautiful, was our old train depot, started and how we got our roots here in Mooresville, but now it is an art gallery. Now they host programming, they do tons of things, but they also have kind of rotating exhibits and galleries, and one of their big shows is their 48th annual Spring Fest, which is a judged show and competition. And last week, they announced the winners of the Spring Fest gallery. They had 66 artists that entered 123 pieces this year.
Wow.
So lots to choose from. But they could only choose a first, second, and third place winner. No, there were some judges' choice, but they could only have 3 winners.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about who won. So this was artists that made up of people from Mooresville, Cornelius, Davidson, Charlotte, all over the Lake Norman and Charlotte area. They got to showcase their talent really in creativity with this exhibit. And this is really one of the most popular shows that the Artist Guild does. Our artwork that we're going to see ranges from painting, drawings, mixed media, collage, pottery, a little bit of everything. The artwork is on sale and right now, and it directly benefits the local artists and the Artist Guild because they are a nonprofit. Sybil Warnhall, who is the owner of the gallery Shane Gallery in Charlotte, actually served as a judge of this year's competition, and she selected the show's top honors. The Springfest Gallery is going to be displayed through May 14th, so you can pop in and see the gallery and check out the pieces. So I want to go over the top 3 winners. So first place was Black Tea by Tina Vincent, and we're showing a photo. So if you're streaming online, you can actually see the photo of that top place, the first place winner. It is a beautiful collage piece. Again, head over to the Artist Guild to check that out. The second place winner was titled Theo by Vanessa Thorman, and she is from Charlotte, and she did a watercolor piece. What is that? Is that a sheep?
Looks like a cow.
A cow? No, I think it's a sheep. It's beautiful.
Is that
Yeah,
sheep,
a
huh?
sheep.
Thumbs up for sheep.
Yeah. But I mean, watercolor, I love watercolor paintings. They're gorgeous. Her use of color is just beautiful. Third place winner, Wildflower Waltz is the title of the piece by Chelsea Demarest. She is from Davidson, and it is an acrylic piece. And it's beautiful. It's got a green background. It looks like a vase of flowers.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Again, you can head to the WSIC News Facebook page and look at that live stream and see the photos. Or if you're listening online, you can head over to Mooresville Arts. If you're listening live on the radio, mooresvillearts.org/springfest judged show to check out those winners. Again, it's going to be on display until Thursday, May 14th. So you can pop in and see all the winners. There were also juried pieces chosen, multiple, so great pieces. Again, 60-something pieces 60-something artists that participated in that. So lots of great artwork to look at.
Amazing, talented people.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could even come close to that.
I know.
Yeah,
You might get a stick figure
Yeah,
out
at
of me.
best.
I just want to be a judge. I feel like that would be so cool to get to look at all
Yeah.
the pictures
I know.
and artwork.
Yeah,
great.
we do. We really have some great talent in the area when it comes to art. So another thing I just want to remind everyone of is we have Town of Mooresville, the county has given some direction to conserve water because we are in a regional drought right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happens. The Catawba Water Tree Drought Management Advisory Group has announced that because of these extremely dry weather conditions, they've placed the Catawba Water Tree River Basin in stage 1 of the group's low inflow protocol, which really sets the priorities for all water users to follow to conserve their limited water supply during droughts. Now, right now, it is a voluntary water conservation that's being requested. So you can do things like to conserve water by avoiding the watering your yards in between sunrise and sunset, take shorter showers, don't run full loads of laundry and dishes, limit vehicle washing, things like that to help conserve and keep it going. Do your part, everyone.
Don't forget, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, you can flush it.
I don't
down.
know. Are we there yet? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
might be
Hopefully
stage
not.
2.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right.
You're listening to Heart Mooresville, celebrating the events, arts, and people that make our town shine. Back after this, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a comfortable day around Lake Norman is shaping up for our Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine. We're into the low 70s for high temperatures. And then it gets cool. We'll call it again overnight. Temperatures fall into the upper 40s around the lake. Back to the 80s for high temperatures Wednesday and on into the end of the work week. There's at least a chance, but it's not much. Or at least maybe a couple of showers by the weekend. We'll watch it. That's your forecast from the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. As we head deeper into spring here in Lake Norman, it's not just about getting outside. It's also about celebrating community, history, and everything that brings us together. Iredell County is doing exactly that with the launch of the Iredell, North Carolina 250 Initiative, a local effort supporting America's 250th anniversary in 2026. You may have already seen the America 250 installation in downtown Mooresville, located at the corner of Main Street and McClelland Avenue, which serves as a gathering point and photo opportunity as the celebration begins. Looking ahead, there are plans for community events, art initiatives, and even the dedication of a Liberty Tree, all designed to reflect the spirit of unity and history that defines Iredell County. Residents are encouraged to get involved, participate in upcoming activities, and be part of this once-in-a-generation celebration. To learn more about the initiative and how you can take part, visit IredellNC250.com. And speaking of bringing the community together, mark your calendar for one of the biggest local events of the season. WSIC Family Fest 2026 is happening May 2nd from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Purple Heart Homes headquarters, located at 755 Washington Avenue in Statesville. This event celebrates 79 years of WSIC with a full day of shopping, entertainment, and family fun. And best of all, admission is completely free and open to the public. You'll find a large community yard sale featuring vendors, families, and bargain hunters, along with food vendors, live music, and activities for all ages throughout the day. Plus, a portion of the proceeds will support Purple Heart Homes and their mission to serve veterans. Whether you're hunting for great deals, enjoying lunch, or just spending time with family and friends, it's an easy and meaningful way to connect with the community. For vendor information and full event details, visit WSICnews.com.
MuralFest 2026, presented by Window World, returns April 23rd through 26th to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear Allison Krause in Union Station, featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, and more. For tickets, visit MuralFest.org.
For even more local events and everything happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
You're listening to Heart Mooresville, connecting the people, the places, and the events that make our town special. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And welcome back to Heart Mooresville here on WSIC News. We have a special guest in the studio today, Miss Victoria Patterson of Patterson Farms. Again, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
So let's get it out of the way. We, unfortunately, are not related.
I was wondering
I
if
know.
we were like long lost cousins or something, but
I mean, we can say that we are.
it's a great last name.
I know. It really is.
Welcome to the club.
I appreciate you welcoming me into your family.
Yes, anytime.
What's up, cuz?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. I'm part of it. Patterson Farms. We got that out of the way. But tell us a little bit, just, if listeners that may not have been to Patterson Farms, which they should very soon, but tell us a little bit about Patterson Farms.
Yeah, so Patterson Farm is my family's produce and agritourism farm. We have been farming since 1919. So a long history of farming in the area. We grow a lot of different produce. So we're very busy year-round, from strawberries to, in the summer, we grow tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, eggplant, and then, of course, pumpkins in the fall. And we also grow poinsettias in the winter. So we've got a little something going on almost year-round.
Yeah.
My parents, Doug and Michelle Patterson, as well as my aunt and uncle, Nora and Randall Patterson, are currently part of the owners there. So we're definitely, family business. And then I'm part of the fourth generation alongside with my cousins, Taylor and Madison. So it's a lot of fun working with family. We also have our market and tours where you can go get, local goods, or you may have come out before on a field trip or on like a weekend activity.
Wow. So 4 generations. So did you, I'm assuming you grew up, did you grow up with,
Yes.
working on the farm?
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. So my mom, she is our director of fun over at our market and tours. And so growing up, on the weekends or like in the summer, We would be, working. My younger sister used to get off the bus and she would work at the cash register. I'm not sure how much she was working versus playing on the little keys. And yeah, many afternoon after school was spent sampling ice cream by
Wow.
me. So a lot of fun.
Sounds like the ideal childhood, though.
Yeah.
To get to do that.
Yes. So fortunate and so lucky to be part of that. And it's so interesting. Sometimes we'll have guests out to the farm and they'll say something like, "Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to." And it's like, insert something that I've done like a bajillion times.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's so rewarding to get to see other people getting to experience that when it's almost second nature to me growing up on a farm. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
very fortunate lifestyle.
Well, and Patterson Farms, I think, is just, it's such an important part of kind of that culture in Mooresville, and what of things to do, People grew up, like I was telling you over the break before we came in, my husband, that's kind of a tradition that he started with my daughter, that they would go every year and pick strawberries in the spring. And it's just something that, you can do, and it's something fun to do. And I love that your mom's title is Director of Fun.
Yeah.
Now, what is your title?
I'm the experience manager over at our market and tours, and I also work over at our wholesale office as one of the shipping managers. So I've got a
Couple.
lot going on, a
Yeah.
couple different hats I'm wearing, as you do in a family business.
Well, I love that. I love the titles because there is a lot of fun to be had and lots of experiences. And I want to talk about some of those different ones. Of course, we talked about the strawberries. Tell us a little bit. When can you do it? What does that look like?
Of course. So strawberry season is one of our favorites here on the farm. We grew about 90 acres of strawberries this year. So we open each year for our U-Pick, where we welcome the public out to come pick their own strawberries. That's located at our retail market on Caldwell Road. So you can come out this season. It has just started, but typically it's like late April through early June. So strawberries, they're definitely in season. Now's a great time to come on out. To pick your strawberries, you can come during the weekdays from 12 to 6 or on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 6. We have an option if you want to just pick strawberries, where you can reserve a spot on a wagon ride that takes you around the farm to the strawberry patch. And then you'll pick your berries, you pay by the container size, and then it drops you back off at the market. Or if you want, we have a lot of fun activities you can do for our spring fun on the farm. If you want to pick strawberries and do our barnyard playground, we have a cow train ride on the weekends that's really fun. And all those things. So you could, make a whole day of it if you wanted to. But yeah, those are all the options for pick your own. You can also buy strawberries pre-picked at our market too.
Now, do you have any pro tips for us when picking strawberries?
Oh, yes, definitely. So when you're picking strawberries, you're going to want to look for berries that are red, ripe all the way around. So strawberries are not going to ripen after you pick them. So you want to make sure it's like a fully ripe red berry. Also, we ask people to pinch like the stem right above the fruit instead of like grabbing by the fruit and pulling. Strawberries are very delicious and sweet, but they're kind of fragile. So if you're pulling by the fruit, you can like bruise your berry, things like that. But yeah, it's really not too hard. There's not a lot to it. Just look for the bright, juicy berries. And then, of course, when you take them home, we always suggest you refrigerate those berries as soon as you can. And then wash them before you eat them, but just wash them as you're about to eat them. You don't want to wash the whole container and put them in the fridge.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
No, thank you. That's great advice. Now, have you noticed a difference in North Carolina strawberries and other strawberries? What makes North Carolina strawberries special?
I have noticed a difference. So I'm a little biased, but I love strawberry season here in North Carolina. Other times of the year when strawberries are not local, to me, they're not as sweet. And it could be the different varieties that are being grown. There are different kinds of strawberries that have different sweetness levels versus ones that hold up better if they're going, across the country or something like that. So some of the strawberries that we grow, they are very sweet varieties, and I feel like it makes a really big difference. And yeah, I could eat like a whole gallon just in one sitting.
Yeah, I know. I could too. So I'm a strawberry fan. I eat them every night. I love dipping them in Nutella.
Oh, me too.
Yes.
So you
that's my
really
thing.
are a Patterson.
I am.
Yes.
I'm
That's like
totally
my
part of the
treat.
family.
Yes.
Now, what's your favorite thing to do with strawberries? So, well, Nutella.
Yes.
But is it like do you like a shortcake? Do you like a strawberry pie?
I like it all. Honestly, during strawberry season, I am so bad about not actually like doing anything with the berries, other than just take them home and dip them in something or eat them. Sometimes I'll like cut them up and put them on my cereal.
Yeah.
But fortunately, at our market, we use our strawberries to put into our homemade ice cream. So if you've not tried our homemade ice cream, it is phenomenal. And strawberry is one of, I think, the best flavors. It's made with our own strawberries. And then they have a lot of other treats that they'll use strawberries in too, like strawberry shortcake is an option there too. So,
Sean, are you a strawberry guy?
Yeah. No, strawberries is one of my go-tos for sure. I usually try to avoid the ones that are fuzzy though. Those are not the good ones, right?
the fuzzy ones.
Yeah.
Are they
Sometimes
like
that's a
gray
good
and fuzzy? They get a little bad.
That's interesting. Yeah. You don't want to. You don't want to.
Doesn't sound like that's normal.
No.
I think that's mold.
Oh, that's mold.
Alyssa, do you like strawberries? Or what do you do with your strawberries?
I just have a very like weird childhood memory of like a strawberry Jello pie, and that's what I like to do.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
I think I could get into that.
It's literally just pie crust, strawberry Jello, and you just like let the sliced strawberries sink into it, and then you put whipped cream on top, and it's
Sounds amazing.
sounds weird, but
actually.
it's very good. So that's what I like to
Hey,
do.
Patterson Farms has a new menu item.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna do strawberry
Jell-O
Jello
pie.
with whipped cream.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned ice cream, so that's kind of one of the services that you guys provide too. So you have this whole other experience with the market. So tell us about that.
Yes. So we have been serving ice cream for a long time at our market. But I believe it was in 2021 we finally made the switch to making it ourselves. So it's been such a fun process to get into the ice cream making business. But we have several flavors. We do, of course, our classics: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. We do butter pecan, which is really good. And then we also, each season, we like to incorporate some like seasonal specials. So like sometimes we'll have in the spring, like a strawberry cheesecake, or in the fall, we'll do like a pumpkin, just to have some more seasonal varieties. And then with that, we also now do our own donuts. So if you're coming in the morning, like with a field trip or, just on the weekends, those donuts, they smell amazing while they're being made. We do strawberry donuts during strawberry season, and then we'll switch the flavors up throughout the year.
Well, since we're family, I think you should bring us donuts.
I was going to say,
I know, I should have brought a sample. I should have.
It's what family does for each
Yes,
other.
yes, absolutely.
So, we just remember your fam. Okay? So tell us a little bit about the market, because you do have different things. You mentioned the donuts, the ice cream. What does that kind of market experience look like?
Yeah, so if you're ever wanting to come out and just, visit the market, you don't ever have to buy a ticket to go do that. We're open 7 days a week right now. And we have our own products like strawberries, of course, now, as well as in the summer, we'll feature our produce as well as produce from other local farms, honey, eggs. We have plants like ferns, things like that. So definitely a great place to come shop local and support our family farm as well as other farmers in the area when you shop in our market. So
awesome.
Very cool.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to keep talking with Victoria from Patterson Farms.
Listening to Heart Mooresville, celebrating the events, arts, and people that make our town shine. Back after this, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a comfortable day around Lake Norman is shaping up for our Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine. We're into the low 70s for high temperatures. And then it gets cool. we'll call it again overnight. Temperatures fall into the upper 40s around the lake. Back to the 80s for high temperatures Wednesday and on into the end of the work week. There's at least a chance, but it's not much. Or at least maybe a couple of showers by the weekend. We'll watch it. That's your forecast for the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Looking for the perfect way to spend a spring Saturday? Make it WSIC's Family Fest, May 2nd from 7 to 2 at Purple Heart Homes in Statesville. It's more than just great deals. It's live music, local food, family fun, and a chance to give back. A portion of proceeds supports Purple Heart Homes and their mission to serve veterans with safe housing. Bring the kids, bring your friends, and enjoy a day that truly means something. Visit WSICnews.com for details.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow Equine heal and empower you. Located in Mooresville, our services help with trauma, anxiety, depression, and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
Spotless cleaning. How can we make your day spotless? Yes, we make not just toilets spotless, but also counters, cabinets, and kitchens. We make your whole house, your whole day spotless. My grandparents taught me the details, not the things, make your home and your life luxurious. Yes, they raised me in Brazil. And that's why we will never charge you extra for base forms. Let me help you be a diva a few hours a week. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Life can feel overwhelming. Anxiety, depression, grief, trauma. Quick fixes just don't cut it. At the Kohler Group, our licensed faith-based therapists provide care for your whole self, mind, body, and spirit. Healing isn't surface level. It's real, lasting, and centered in God. We accept multiple major insurance carriers and self-pay options, so you can focus on recovery, not paperwork. Take the first step today. Call or text 252-758-8636. Because with God, all things are possible.
Jack Frost loves catching unprepared homes. A furnace that sputters, a heat pump that strains, it's his playground. Beat him to it with a fall maintenance check from Horn Heating and Air Conditioning. Fall into the season of Visit hornhvac.com, where your comfort is our business. The crowning achievement in clean. Smarter waste solutions start with Crown Waste and Recycling, serving homes and businesses across the Lake Norman area. From compactors and roll-offs to full recycling services. Affordable, environmentally conscious, and woman-owned. We're Clean Rain Supreme. Call 704-2222-639 today.
A good soul isn't hard to find, especially if you're listening to WSIC on Tuesdays at 4.
Hello, and welcome to The Good Soul.
The Good Soul, hosted by Patty Alvarez, features real-world conversations that leave you feeling happy and rejuvenated.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Some positivity on Wall Street this morning as investors eye headlines from the Middle East and also look at some stronger than expected economic data, including on housing and retail sales. Hyundai Motor plans to ramp up U.S. production and cut expenses to shield the South Korean carmaker from tariffs that are eating into profit in its biggest market. The South Korean company reporting its lowest quarterly profit in more than 3 years during the fourth quarter. Fed Chair nominee Kevin Warsh making his case today before the Senate Banking Committee. President Trump's picked to be the next Fed head, calling for a new inflation framework and regime change in the conduct of Fed policy. He also says the Fed is still dealing with policy errors of 2020-2021. And Amazon doubling down on AI, the company investing an additional $5 billion in Anthropic and may inject $20 billion more over time. Amazon was already one of Anthropic's biggest backers. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
You're listening to Heart Mooresville, connecting the people, the places, and the events that make our town special. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And we're back with Heart Mooresville here on WSIC News, talking to Victoria Patterson of Patterson Farms. So many things that you all do: strawberry picking, homemade ice cream. Now, what's your favorite flavor, or what's your most popular flavor?
I would say our most popular is probably strawberry. We also have a really popular Cookie Monster flavor.
Ooh.
With the kids. It's blue and it has like all different kinds of cookie crumbles in it. So the kids,
sounds really good.
they love the blue ice cream. So
yeah, that sounds amazing, actually.
Yes.
Well, we were just talking about your market, and I wanted to just dig into that a little bit because I think it's such a great opportunity when you can promote, local produce, but also help out other, farmers in the area. Now, tell us a little bit more about kind of the products that they can find in the market.
Sure. So, two of the local products from other farms that kind of like pop out to me are going to be our milk that we sell there. So that comes from Luther Ridge Dairy Farm, which is a farm in Rowan County that's a dairy family run, and they have just regular milk, but also chocolate milk that's phenomenal. So their chocolate milk is fantastic. If you like chocolate milk, we cannot keep it in stock enough at our market. So we love working with them and partnering with them to sell their milk. And then also honey. We work with a couple different beekeepers in the area to have local honey, which a lot of people are looking for this time of year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you have to go to Patterson Farms to get your products, or are they available in the community and other areas?
Yeah, great question. So our strawberries we have available at quite a few different places in the community. So in addition to our market, we operate 2 satellite stands. One is in Salisbury on West Ennis Street, and then another one is in Concord at the Mr. C's restaurant. But in addition to that, we sell wholesale to quite a few different stores in the area. So one that pops out to mind is Josh's Farmers Market in Mooresville. They sell our berries. Farm Fresh Market in Kannapolis are some that are popping out to me, as well as you can find our berries in Food Lion. So if you're ever at Food Lion, check out those Patterson strawberries. And then if you have any kids in school that get school lunches, we also participate in the North Carolina Farm to School program.
Oh, wow.
So if they have strawberries with their lunch, then there's a chance that they were from our farm, which is really fun.
Really cool.
It is. I shop at Food Lion because it's like the closest. I shop at many grocery stores, but Food Lion is one of the after work, swinging by. And I saw a Patterson Farm sticker on those strawberries because I buy them literally every week. And I was like, is this the same Patterson Farms?
Yes.
And I was so proud. I was like, good job, Food Lion.
Yes.
For having a local product. So that makes me so happy that you've confirmed that it is your berries that I'm purchasing.
Yes.
Love it. Now, I want to talk about, the activities that you guys do. We talked about the market kind of experience. We talked about the strawberry, but there's so many things. One is you can actually rent Patterson Farms, or sort of, to do birthday party experiences or event experiences.
Yes. So we offer birthday party packages. We have 2 different party shelters that you can rent. It's like a 4-hour rental. So we have like a morning and an afternoon time slot each weekend that you can host, just depending on your party size, which shelter you would like. And then, your group that you invite is at a discounted rate for the party. And then your party host, and the birthday kid are free. So, so it's a really fun opportunity to come out and enjoy the farm. We offer birthday parties year round, but during strawberry season, of course, a lot of times the parties, they'll want to add on the strawberry picking. So all the kids can go home with a little pint of strawberries.
Now, is there an age limit? Like, can I book my birthday party there?
Yes, you can. Yes, there's no age
I'll
limit.
write that down. Christine's
You guys
birthday.
make a note of that? I want a Patterson Farms birthday party.
All right.
We have stuff for all ages. So yes, please come celebrate with us.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, you also do educational tours like field trips.
We do. Yes. So we have been offering field trips for over 25 years. And we have currently going on is our strawberry tour. So that's one of our more popular field trips. All of our field trips include, like an educational component, a take-home activity. But the strawberry field trip, especially, you get to pick strawberries. You do the wagon ride to the strawberry field. And so you get to go home with Patterson Farm strawberries. With all of our field trips, we try to meet educational standards for that age. So we offer like Monday, Tuesday is like for younger kids. We have a puppet show that's a little bit more geared towards a younger audience. And then Wednesday through Friday is for a little bit of an older elementary age. But then throughout the year, we have different field trips. One of my favorite is the Farmer for the Day. And you get to go to different stations around the farm, learn about different things from the barnyard to about honey and produce, and you collect items to put in your basket, and then you sell them to the farmer's market to
fun.
get like an ice cream from the ice cream shop. So we have a lot of fun tours all year round that you can book.
Yeah, I was looking at on your website. I mean, some of the different ones. It's so cool. I mean, you mentioned the Farmer for the Day, the Amazing Farm Quest.
Yes.
Gracie's Grams Treasure Mine Adventure.
Yes, we have a treasure mining tour. You can, if you've ever, done like the gem mining before, you learn about fossils and other types of gemstones, and then you actually get to use our treasure mine and look
Ooh.
for your rocks and take them home with you.
Very
So
cool.
that one's fun.
You have the Buzz on Bees.
Yes.
I bet kiddos like that one.
Yes.
For
yes.
sure. Now, what is the chicken or the egg tour?
So that one's all about chickens, as well as we talk about a little bit of our other barnyard animals. But yeah, that one's really fun because a lot of people, they may not know that eggs come from chickens, and the eggs can come in different colors and things like that. So
Just us chickens.
Yes.
Just us chickens. No, I love that. Now, you were mentioning too that you all have a season pass program.
Yes, we do. We do. So we started offering that a few years ago, and we offer the season pass from when we open, which is typically in March, until you can get unlimited visits all throughout the year until we close for the season in December. So you could purchase the season pass and you can come as many times as you'd like. We have activities ranging from this year. We had tulips this spring. We have an Easter egg hunt. Then we just finished up our barnyard baby days, which was really fun to get to have people come out and see the baby animals. Strawberries, of course. And then in the summer, we're open with our barn and playground, which is a great option when people are out of school. We do sunflowers in the fall, and we also do our pumpkin patch. And then we've done Holly Jolly Days in December, which is a little, more festive Christmas time type event. So there's plenty to do. It's a great program, and you also get special discounts on purchases on site with your season pass.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I think that again, having an asset like this in the area is so important. You being a part of this since you were little, how has it evolved over time?
Yes, absolutely. So it's changed a lot. A lot of people that come out to visit, especially to our market and tours, they'll comment on, oh my gosh, it's changed so much since I've been here. And that's really a testament, I would say, to my mom. She comes with all these great ideas, and then the rest of us are like, how are we going to make that happen? So we do try to improve and grow each year. And we've seen a lot of, different things, different trends, but just trying to provide the best experience for our guests with things such as like making our own ice cream, making our own donuts, and adding those kinds of things.
Yeah. What do you feel like are the favorite thing to do?
The favorite things to do? Oh, that's so hard. But I would definitely say it's whatever you can pick in season, whether it's the tulips, whether it's the strawberries or the pumpkins. Like, that's the main activity people are wanting to do. And then we're just trying to educate and help people enjoy the farm and create memories in that process.
Absolutely. No, you didn't even tell us about the tulips until just now. So the tulips, and now you mentioned poinsettias. Are those the only flowers that you grow?
So far, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So there's no sunflowers I don't know about.
We do sunflowers. Yes, sunflowers. Yes.
Sunflowers.
Sorry. There's a lot.
There's so many flowers. See, I love a field of sunflowers and tulips too. It's gorgeous. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with I Heart Mooresville here on WSIC News.
Listening to I Heart Mooresville, celebrating the events, arts, and people that make our town shine. Back after this, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a comfortable day around Lake Norman is shaping up for our Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine. We're into the low 70s for high temperatures. And then it gets cool. we'll call it again overnight. Temperatures fall into the upper 40s around the lake. Back to the 80s for high temperatures Wednesday and on into the end of the work week. There's at least a chance, but it's not much. Or at least maybe a couple of showers by the weekend. We'll watch it. That's your forecast for the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. As we head deeper into spring here in Lake Norman, it's not just about getting outside. It's also about celebrating community, history, and everything that brings us together. Iredell County is doing exactly that with the launch of the Iredell, North Carolina 250 Initiative, a local effort supporting America's 250th anniversary in 2026. You may have already seen the America 250 installation in downtown Mooresville, located at the corner of Main Street and McClelland Avenue, which serves as a gathering point and photo opportunity as the celebration begins. Looking ahead, there are plans for community events, art initiatives, and even the dedication of a Liberty Tree, all designed to reflect the spirit of unity and history that defines Iredell County. Residents are encouraged to get involved, participate in upcoming activities, and be part of this once-in-a-generation celebration. To learn more about the initiative and how you can take part, visit IredellNC250.com. And speaking of bringing the community together, mark your calendar for one of the biggest local events of the season. WSIC Family Fest 2026 is happening May 2nd from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Purple Heart Homes headquarters, located at 755 Washington Avenue in Statesville. This event celebrates 79 years of WSIC with a full day of shopping, entertainment, and family fun. And best of all, admission is completely free and open to the public. You'll find a large community yard sale featuring vendors, families, and bargain hunters, along with food vendors, live music, and activities for all ages throughout the day. Plus, a portion of the proceeds will support Purple Heart Homes and their mission to serve veterans. Whether you're hunting for great deals, enjoying lunch, or just spending time with family and friends, it's an easy and meaningful way to connect with the community. For vendor information and full event details, visit WSICnews.com.
Merlefest 2026, presented by Window World, returns April 23rd through 26th to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear Allison Krause in Union Station, featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, and more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
For even more local events and everything happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
At One Health, we treat your health as a whole, spanning comprehensive women's services, primary care, mental health, and lifestyle programs. Join our innovative, compassionate community today. Visit our website at onehealthnpc.com to read our story and to find a provider. One Health, transforming medicine, one story at a time. You're listening to Heart Mooresville, connecting the people, the places, and the events that make our town special. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And welcome back to Heart Mooresville. First of all, I'm so sad because we're winding down the show.
Yeah.
And I've had so much fun talking to my long-lost family.
I've had so much fun being here.
Well, so much that you do at Patterson Farms. I think one day is not enough to discover this. This is multiple trips throughout the year. Now, you were mentioning the flowers before we went to break, and the tulips and sunflowers and poinsettias that you grow. Now, I've noticed online, I'm sure we've all seen kind of influencers discovering these places in our beautiful state.
Yes.
And you've seen the photos with the sunflowers and the tulips. Has this become a thing? Are they discovering Patterson Farms?
We have had some. We would love to be discovered by the influencers. We had some great reels on Instagram and videos on TikTok that we were tagged in during tulip season. And there were several people that would come and say, "Oh my gosh, I heard about you because I saw so-and-so's post." And so that was fantastic for us. We love that.
Awesome. Okay, influencers, discover
Right, I'll
Patterson
come up
Farms.
there. That's fine.
Yes.
My TikTok followers are massive.
How many do you have now?
I mean, I didn't say a number of people. They're just massive people.
Oh, okay. Like 5.
Yeah. It's
All
not-
5.
it's-
Great.
it's-
Send them our
I've got the
way.
tick if you can find the talk. Yeah.
We would love to have them.
All right.
Victoria, thank you so much for joining us. If people want to find out more about Patterson Farms, where can they go?
Please visit our website. It's visitpattersonfarm.com, or check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Patterson Farm.
Awesome. All right. Well, great. We are going to be out there. We're definitely going to see you. There are so many things at Patterson Farms this spring, the summer, all throughout the year. You heard about all of it, and lots of events coming up in the area as well. Definitely want to shout out a few. We have our last concert for the Our Town Stage Entertainment Series that the town of Mooresville puts on at the Jovi Knox Auditorium each year, coming up this Friday.
Can't believe it.
I know, this Friday, and it's almost over.
Yeah.
It's the show September, which is an Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute. It is a sold-out show, so if you did not get tickets, you can take advantage of our outdoor series.
That's
We
right.
Rock the Park outdoor concert series at Liberty Park, which is a free event for the community. There is no cost to attend. Live music right in the beautiful Liberty Park. Runs May through September, first Friday of every month, except for July. That is the second Friday because of the 4th of July holiday. But it's just a really fun time. There's food trucks and breweries. And Sean, you got to experience the kind of last few shows when you came. What would you say to somebody about Rock the Park?
Yeah, it's just great family fun. It's relaxing. It's, at the right time of year where you're just outside enjoying the beautiful weather. It's a little bit cooler with it being in the nighttime. It was fun with some of the shows that I saw with beach balls bouncing around and some fun memorable, like glasses and silly stuff. And, the food trucks and the beer vendors and just a lot of great sponsors are a part of these events. So it's a really great just community event with a lot of great music, a lot of talent.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like this low key fun, and Liberty Park. There's so much to do in the park itself.
Yeah,
like you almost could just go there and spend time and not even need anything else. But because the playground is so awesome, and there's a basketball court, and so many kind of activities there, and then you're just adding in the music and all the other things, and it just makes it a really nice time.
It's a good Friday night.
Yeah,
it's a good way to start your weekend.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I will say the team picks some good food trucks. And if you don't want to, enjoy one of the food trucks, there's some great downtown businesses, restaurants right within walking distance. And we have expanded the social district to Liberty Park for all of our concerts this year for the first time. And so you can actually enjoy your beverage and from the restaurant and bring it down into Liberty Park.
Love it.
Yeah. So got to take advantage of that social district expansion. And we're kicking off the first show in the series with
The Entertainers.
The Entertainers.
Ooh.
Beach music.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mooresville loves beach music.
Yes. We have a following.
Yes.
Of dancers.
Yeah. The
A lot of
party gang.
shaggers.
The shaggers.
Yeah, a lot of shaggers.
That's what they're called, the party gang.
Yeah.
And they come out to all the shows and they do the kind of line dancing at each show, and they bring the fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And somehow Christine ends up in the middle of the line dancing
course.
every time.
Well,
Somehow.
They make me. They,
Right.
they
Yeah,
drag me out
sure,
there.
sure,
I don't have a choice. No, it's so much fun, though. They're such a good time. So you can look at the full lineup on MooresvilleEvents.com. Check out all those summer shows, but it's going to be a blast this year and got a little bit of everything. Got some yacht rock, got some 80s.
Yeah.
Got
We
some
have
beach.
Motown.
Yeah.
And the Beach Boys tribute band, which I'm very excited
I know.
about.
Sail On.
Yes.
So that's one that we've been wanting to get. They've been they have a good following too, and they're really good. So if you like beach music and you like the Beach Boys, you want to come to that show. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Maybe John Stamos swings through.
Hey, maybe
That'd be cool.
I mean, he's been seen.
He is.
in
part
He
of the Beach
drums.
Boys.
He drums, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll fill in.
Maybe.
There you go.
Maybe
Maybe.
John Stamos will be there.
John Stamos has been in Mooresville before.
Yeah.
I just want to say
Yeah,
that.
I think
So-
it's for rehearsals. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
He was on Broad Street like a couple months ago
Yeah.
or something. So you never know who's going to drop in.
you don't.
That's why you have to come to Rock the Park because John Stamos might be there. Or Brittany Snow. Or
Disclaimer: we do not represent John Stamos or his agent or his travel plans. So.
we do not represent the thoughts expressed by John Stamos. No. We also have the big Mooresville Day Race City Festival coming up.
Yes.
May 9th. It's like a little less than a month away.
Yeah.
It's getting closer. This event is a special one for us this year because we get to partner with the Mooresville South Iredell Chamber of Commerce on an event that they have hosted for 44 years, the Race City Festival.
Amazing.
And bring our Mooresville Day Festival that is pretty young in Race City standards.
Yeah.
This is like our 4th year doing it.
It's a toddler.
But it's one that really had quick growth and took off to, 15,000 people that were coming to this thing every year and really quickly became one of the favorites from the community because it's just a celebration of all things that make our area special and our community. And I think that's why people kind of latched onto it and supported it so quickly. is because you're going to find things that are quintessential Mooresville, which I think we have to get Patterson Farms out there.
I think so too. I
would
heard
love
gem
to.
mining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
some
think we
gem mining.
do.
Yes.
You're going to see like a pie in the sky and Carolina pie and, those things that we love and those places that we love are there. And so, yeah, Patterson Farms needs to be there too.
We would love to.
Yeah.
Right.
We definitely love, seeing the kiddos' faces when they're kind of making those core memories when you see them see the stilt walkers. And, Sigmund Theatrical does such an amazing job. And we have a great stage lineup this year, live performances throughout the day. The event is, of course, May 9th, 10 to 3. It takes place on Main Street, Broad Street, and in the old Christian Mission parking lot. So that big parking lot right off of Broad Street. The performance lineup will feature local dance groups, acro fitness,
Mascot dance off.
Musical cake.
Musical cakes. So you can win some cakes. Exchange Club organizes that every year and does a great job. And who doesn't love a free cake?
Yep.
Who doesn't? I love a free cake. And then this year we actually have added music to the event performances as well. And so we're going to have 2 featured performers. One is Rob Cole, who is a country artist that was just featured on last season of The Voice. And then the other is Josh King, who was on last seasons of American Idol. And so they're both going to perform amazing voices. They are both from the area, so they're local. So it's supporting some of our local talent, and they're going to give us a great show.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for their performances. But the school mascot dance competition, I will say, is probably my favorite thing.
Yeah. I like to the moves have gotten better over the years, so I'm like, I love it. I get great video and pictures of them.
The TikTok moves.
Yeah.
They
that's what
they
it
make
is.
an appearance,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to see what moves people are going to whip out in front of the stage,
They do a great job.
Yeah, they do. And it's hard. I will say it's hot in those costumes too. But the kids love it. And, the town of Mooresville has a mascot too, if you didn't know.
And I think he might be potentially
the town of Mooresville's
coming
mascot.
to take a title if he can.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, he tries every year and we don't let him.
Hey,
it's Zippy
maybe
the stormwater snail.
Zippy's year.
Zippy.
It might be Zippy's year.
Zippy is not, he does not qualify. He is not a school mascot.
I'm Team Zippy.
He tries to get into the performance every year, and we have to kick him out and tell him, but Zippy will not stop trying. So we'll see what Zippy does.
I like
this
his
year.
tenacity.
Yeah.
It's
Good
great.
for Zippy.
Yeah, he's persistent. So it's gonna be an exciting event.
Yep. 10 to 3.
10 to 3 downtown.
Saturday, May 9th.
Yep.
Love it.
So you can go to mooresvilleevents.com for the full lineup of events that we have this year. Of course, we're bringing back Brand's Booze and Barbecue in September, which is September 19th this year. Lots of fun things to do throughout the year. And then our Parks and Recreation and Library departments also have some pretty extensive programming. I always tell people, if you have not discovered Parks and Rec or the library yet, you need to go to their websites because, and most of these programs are free or maybe $5. Like, for example, the gardening club, which is like the first Monday of each month that Parks and Rec puts on, it's from 4 to 5 p.m. $5 for residents. I mean, so cheap. So check it out. You can go to the mooresvillenc.gov and explore those departments, or mooresvilleevents.com to explore our programming. Thanks for listening. Victoria, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Great conversation.
This has been so fun.
Yes. Everyone have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week on I Heart Mooresville.